have got a laptop and a goal to write Selenium tests, whether you are a beginner, whether you are already an automation tester, this is your point to start in Selenium right now. In this video, I'll explain you how to write Selenium test from scratch. You don't need anything, you just need a laptop and an internet connection and we are good to go. And I will make you a pro and an expert by the end of this video. I swear you just need to stick to this video by the end and I just need your attention. You can code along with me or you can choose to watch it twice. It's up to you. So let's deep dive in and let's start. Alright, to start with, first of all, what are the basic requirements of Selenium? For basic to run Selenium in your computer, you need Java and Maven. Only two things are needed in your computer. So if you don't have Java installed or if you don't have Maven installed, go right now, install Java and install Maven. If you have not, you can just check the version of your Java and Maven in your computer. For example, if I am in a Mac, you are in your Windows, accordingly you can use your command to check the Java version or to check if Java is installed correctly or not. You need to write java -- version. As soon as I write this, you will see that I am getting Java 22.0.2. It means Java is installed in my computer and this is the Java version I have. And apart from Java, what do I need? I need Maven. So mvn-v. So if I run this command, I will see that Maven is also installed in my computer and 3.9.8 is the version of Maven. Alright. If you have these two checklists checked in your computer, you have Java and Maven installed, you are good to go and good to start with your first test. So to do this, I use IntelliJ over here. I will be using IntelliJ in this entire video series, in fact. Alright. So you open IntelliJ, you go to File, probably I will just exit this project currently what I am having and close project. Okay, and I'll go to IntelliJ, file, properly, okay, new, go to new and go to project. So as soon as you want to create a new project, this screen will appear. All right, ignore the screen which is behind, that's not of our use, that's already a different project running. So here is the point. When you create a new screen, when you create a new project, a screen like this will appear over here. You can name your project as probably Selenium Automation Learnings. Okay, Selenium Automation Learnings. Wherever you want, you can keep your code over there. I am keeping it in documents, codes, probably. Let me change the directory, codes, under automation. Okay, I'll keep it under codes. By default it is correct. Okay, I will have to create Maven project. Don't confuse over here, you need to select Maven. You can choose JDK, whatever you have. I'm choosing 22. Okay, and I don't need this group ID or artifact ID as of now. If you want, you can configure this, but okay, let's not think about this right now and let's quickly create the project. So as soon as you click on create, a screen like this will appear in front of you. Let me just go through the screen a little bit and I will tell you how to write the test in your computer. Okay, so first of all, the first file which you need to check in this entire project, let me close everything and check pom.xml. This is the most important file that you need to check before doing anything. Okay, so POM is basically whenever you create a Maven project, this type of file will appear in your project structure, and this file contains all the dependency and all the properties file you need for running the Selenium. So for example, in our case right now, this is not a Selenium project. This is just a Java Maven project, right? To convert it to a Selenium project, what do I need to do? I need to add a dependency for Selenium and test ng. Alright, so as soon as I add dependency in this file, it will auto download Selenium and TestNG, all the classes from the internet, from the cloud, and it will set up my project for Selenium. Alright, so without wasting our time, first of all let's do that. I go to Google Chrome, I come here and I will write Selenium dependency. Okay, when you write Selenium dependency, you will find this website called mvnrepository.com. You click into this and you will land into a page like this. These are the versions available, 4.3.4, whatever you want. I will take the latest one. I click on this first option. This is the code. I need to copy this code. As soon as you click, you will get it copied. And now let's come here in our pom.xml file and we will start adding dependency. All right, so dependencies. Okay, you will have a closing and opening and closing tag for dependency, and under dependency the code what I copied from here, it will get pasted. So I paste this. You see currently this is red in color, but as soon as I refresh the Maven, you see a refresh button over here. I refresh the Maven, this color will change and it will download the Selenium from the Maven repository. Alright, cool. So this build is completed. You see the color has been changed. So my Selenium is right now in place. Now let's add one more dependency for TestNG. So these two dependencies are important to start with your Selenium. I search for TestNG over here. You can see the first option, TestNG. I go here and I click on this button. Okay, I found the code, I copied. I come here and I paste it. Alright, so this is also red in color. I need to refresh. You can either refresh it from here or you go here and you can choose to refresh here. You can get other options here as well. This option we will be exploring in this entire video says slowly one by one whenever it is required. But now refresh button is required for us, so you can learn refresh. So once we have refreshed, you can see that our TestNG has been successfully downloaded and has been configured for our system. Alright, now this project is a pure Selenium project. Alright, we don't need to do anything else and we can just start writing our test case. We will take a very simple example and we will just try to open a website called flipkart.com. Okay, you all must have been aware of this website called flipkart.com. We will open it not manually, we will open it with the help of automation. All right, I've already taught the architecture and what is Selenium in the previous videos. If not, you can watch it right now. Okay, so I go to src and I go to main and I go to test. So there are two folders in src, one is main and one is test. So in main basically you write all your codes which are main Java classes, and in src test you write all your test classes. Like I'll just show you in some time what are test classes, but for now you can just imagine all the main classes like utils and everything will go in Java and all the test classes will go in test. Okay, so under test, under Java, I right click and I click on new and I click on Java class. So I will create a new Java class. For example, I want to do my first test. Okay, I am doing my first test. I create a class of name my first test and I click enter. All right, this has come my public class my first test. Under this we will write our test cases and everything. So what we are going to do, what is the goal of this video? We are just going to open this Flipkart website with the help of our Chrome browser. All right, so what do we need to do? We need to define a function, public void, and we can define a function probably open Flipkart. Okay, I am keeping the return type of this function as void because I don't want to return anything. I just want to open the website. I don't want this function to return anything. All right, so function open and close. Now this function to work, I need to have an annotation called as test. So as soon as I write @test, IntelliJ will automatically recommend me from testng framework. Since just now, if you remember, we have installed our testng library, right? So this test annotation will come from testng framework. Now what is this annotation? It's basically a class in testng library. So I hit enter, okay, and this is annotated. You can see it has import statement is also there. If you want to go deep under this test and what does it do, you can just command and click on this test. So as soon as you do it, you can see the entire class. Okay, so this is an add-on. You can, if you want, you can explore this test class as well, but I'll just explain you in short what test class will do. It helps us to run this particular function. Before annotating this test class, you might have observed this green color button were not there. Now as soon as I have this test, this green color button has appeared. It means now I am able to run this. Now this is a runnable test for us. All right, okay, let's try running it. First of all, if I run this, nothing will happen currently. Okay, run. So you see it's building and run, and you can see everything has been successful. Total test run 1, passes 1, failure 0. Because we don't have anything inside, the failure will be 0. Don't worry, now we will start writing our exact thing that what we need to do. So the first step, I will show you step by step what we need to do. First step is we need to have a Chrome driver in place, downloaded and added in place. Okay, and what is the next step we need to do? We need to open the Chrome browser and search for flipkart.com. Okay, and the third step what we can do is we can print logs. Simple. Okay, so now coming to our first step, have a Chrome browser downloaded and added in place. So before this latest version of Selenium, in earlier days, what users used to do, they used to go to Google Chrome and they used to search for Chrome driver. Okay, Chrome driver, and then they download it from here, and then after downloading it, they come here and they add it into the path. But Selenium has added a new feature. Now you don't need to go to the website and download it manually and add it to the path. You just need to write one single line of code and everything will be done by Selenium automatically. So now we are writing the code to download the web driver and add it to our path. So what do we need to do? We need to write web driver manager. Alright, you can see this web driver manager, it is not coming. Now why it is not coming? We will go to the POM and we will see we have only Selenium dependency and we have only testng dependency, right? So when we have imported this test class, it came from testng dependency. It means some dependency is still missing. So we need a web driver manager dependency. So for this, what we need to do, we need to go to Google Chrome and again the same MVN repository. In this MVN repository, we will search for web driver manager. Okay, you come here, the first one you click and you see 6.2.0 and you copy this. All right, you copy this, come here, come to POM, and in dependency section you need to add one more dependency for web driver manager, and I hit refresh. Okay, it's building. Let's see what happens. All right, this dependency has been successfully injected, and now if I come here, now you can see this web driver manager is existing in GitHub web driver manager. The dependency just now we installed. So you click on import class and all right, it will be imported, I guess, right? So in the first line it is imported web driver manager dot. Now what do we need? First of all, we need a Chrome driver. Okay, and dot, we need a setup. So if you write this line you are done. Your WebDriver will be downloaded on the go and it will be added to your class path. Now since we have WebDriver downloaded, now we need to open our Chrome browser using that WebDriver, and then we need to search for flipkart.com. Alright, so how do you open a Chrome browser using a WebDriver? You need to create an object of WebDriver class. So WebDriver driver equal to new, you can have it as Chrome driver. Alright, so when I'm doing this WebDriver, so I'm creating an object named as driver, which is of the type WebDriver. Now with the help of this object I can access the WebDriver. Now driver contains the access to our WebDriver which has been downloaded. Alright, now to open it, what do I need to do? I will just have driver dot. Now this object will have certain functionalities. These functions are very important to you. Find element, quit, get, close. We'll learn one by one everything in our video series, but for now what's important for us is the get. So as soon as I click on driver.get, I can enter any URL over here and that URL will be opened. So what do I need to do? I go to Flipkart, I copy this URL as because I want to open this URL from automation. I come here, I paste this URL. So driver.get and this URL will be opened, and we will just print one basic log system out, and we will write Flipkart website opened. Alright, we have our first test class ready, up and running. We'll just run it and see what it does and how it does. Alright, keep an eye on the screen when I run this. Okay, let's run. It's running. See, the Chrome browser opened. It opened flipkart.com. You can see the Flipkart is all over here. Alright, so boom, this is done. Now you can see one short problem, that we opened this website but we need to close it also. You can't close it manually. Like what I'm doing, I'm using a mouse cursor and closing it manually right now, and I have terminated my project, but I don't want to close it manually. I want to close it with the help of automation. So I will write driver.quit. So what it will do, it will close the web browser. So in this video, what we have learned two functions for driver.get and driver.quit. Driver.get will open the web browser, driver.quit will close the web browser. Alright, and to download we have this line of code, and this is we require, right, to have the object. We run it again and we see if the driver is closing the browser or not. So let's run it. Alright, it's opened flipkart.com and it's closed as well. Alright, so yeah, that's all for this video. In this video we have learned many things. I hope you have understood. If not, you can write down in comment section. I reply to every comment. In the next video I will show you more advanced things, and basically for the next video we have framework set up in place. So this is just a very basic framework. In the next video I will show you how to design a production industry level framework and have it up and running. Until then, see you. Bye bye. Take care.